Hey, it's a race car. Yep, we're gonna make a race car. Like an Indy car, I guess, the ones that have the pointed end. So, the jumping off point for this design was the print. Back on the Balloon Blast video show, YouTube show that I do, we did a series of 25 or 50, I forget, but a lot of different balloons using the zombie print. And then when we came up with the Ninja print through continentalsales.net, I was looking at different ways to use it other than a Ninja, and I thought it really looks like a kind of like goggles, helmet, kind of has a football player look, but it really works great for race cars. So basically designed the whole race car around it. And the main feature of the race car is that little pointy end. The way that it connects between the front wheels, we use a heart-shaped balloon. In fact, instead of just telling you about it, let's make one. We're going to need one or maybe two 3-inch cylinder balloons. These are 360s because you have a little extra length, and you get a little extra twist out of each balloon. Also, two 5-inch round black balloons. Those will be tires. A 3-inch cylinder black balloon, 350, 360, whatever you have. We only need a little bit of that to make the front two tires, so you don't have to inflate too much. A small heart balloon. The color of the body of the car is good, or you can actually use an offsetting color that matches the spoiler if you want to have two tones. I'm going to do the same color for the whole body of the car, but have the spoiler in a different color, like dark green for instance. And we also need a small piece of a 260 clear balloon for the windshield. Hey, let's get started. We'll start with one of the 3-inch cylinders in the main body color and make a pinch twist. Good. Now the front of the car is going to be narrower than the back, so I want that to be maybe 3.5 inches. Followed by another pinch twist. Now the sides of the car are going to be the same length. I want them to be a little bit longer than the front. Looks like maybe 4 inches, and then another pinch twist. The back of the car, I wanted to wedge out. That looks good to me. And of course another pinch twist. Now match that second long bubble, the bubble between pinch twist number 2 and 3. And match that with the remainder of your 350. I'm sure there's times when the words that I use to describe are more complicated, so if you just watch and see what I do, that may be easier to follow. Okay, now, just like the baseball glove, going to go back around and match all of the bubbles that make the wall of the square-ish design. Obviously you don't need to redo the pinch twist, but we're going to go over, down, over, and back up. I don't have quite enough balloon, so we'll add the other one. And that's why I had two balloons. I had to have that one in reserve. Now, when that bubble goes over, it's a little bit longer. As you can see, this one is shorter and it makes the longer one a little bit puffier, but that's okay because I actually made each wall of the square have a little extra length on one to kind of puff it up a little bit. Showing that last one. About there would be even. There. And it might be 1/4 inch at most, but really what gives it that puffiness is that it's a little squishier, but also when I twist this balloon into the pinch twist, you can see that this balloon stays stationary and this one kind of bends around, and it gives it a little bit more roundness. So that when the design is done, it's almost like the top of a cupcake kind of puffing over a little bit. and it'll give the finished race car a little bit more of a cartoony full look. It can easily be overdone, so it's very subtle, just a little bit on each one. Now remove and discard the rest. And now just to make sure we're all in the same place. So we have what looks like a square that's flared out a little bit at the top, pinch twist in each corner, and each side is doubled over. And I have a little bit of roundness at the top of each one. Now, I'm going to put the front on there, the small heart balloon that gives the race car the aerodynamic wedge at the front. Start by inflating your green balloon, leaving some squish. And it's just about triangle shaped. I don't quite have lobes on there, but I like for it to be soft. That way you can really kind of mush it around when you're done to make sure it's shaped symmetrically and looks right. So twist off a lobe. And that twists to one of the pinch twists at the front of the car, the short end. And twist another lobe on the heart. You know, heart has two lobes. Not like a human heart with, okay. Twist the other lobe of the heart, small bubble. And connect to the other pinch twist at the front of the car. So what I do here is I go around once, and you have a pinch twist and you have a round bubble, and if you attach the wheel, it won't sit in there very nicely. So what I do is take that bubble and wrap it back inside and then tuck it between the two bubbles of the 350 that make up the front piece that goes across. Okay, there's your pyramid. You can stick an eyeball print in there, have your Illuminati. It kind of looks like a Frankenstein head, like if he's screaming out in pain. Ah, Frankenstein! But anyway, let's add some wheels. Grab your black 3-inch cylinder balloon and make the first wheel. To make the wheel, do a tulip twist, push the knot into the balloon. Take your finger out, eyeball how wide you want the wheel to be, and twist. I'm going to pop off and save the rest. And then tie a knot so that the knot end doesn't come back out of the tulip twist. Alright, and that little stringy bit left over attaches where the pinch twist is at the front of the car. And make another tire. Same deal, push the knot in. Tire number 2. So now you have a pinch twist. What I like to do is lie that pinch twist flat so the wheel goes in against the car body. This is the pinch twist flat in the front. If you want, you can move it to the top, which puts the wheel down lower. You can take the round bubble from the heart and put it under to push it out a little bit if you want. It does put the wheels down where the ground is, but I kind of prefer the look of the way it is here. I know it's coming out of the side of the car, but the back wheels are so much bigger that it, I think, visually balances out. Alright, now we add the back wheels. The back wheels are made with a 5-inch round black balloon. If you use a Legenda pump, you can set the timer for 1.0 and it'll give you a perfect size for a wheel. Otherwise, just kind of eyeball it if you mouth inflate, use a Pogo pump or any other kind of pump. But you do want to tie with the knot way down towards the nozzle. Now if you roll that knot, it gives you a little bit more squish, which you need because we're tulip twisting the wheels. You push the knot down through the balloon and tie a scrap to the other side to hold it. Of course you can use a linking balloon if you want, but I prefer round balloons because black balloons don't age as well, and I prefer to rotate a stock of 5-inch round black balloons constantly versus having the linking balloons and the round balloons that I use at different times and can't quite keep stock rotated as well. but that's just my preference. Easiest way to tulip twist a 5-inch round, once you've rolled the knot, is to squeeze from the bottom. And what that does is it puts a lot of pressure on the neck of the balloon. You put your finger on top of the knot and relax the pressure with your hand on the bottom. And when you do that, the knot sort of melts down into the balloon versus taking a regular balloon and pushing the knot through. This way the tension goes where you want it to go instead of throughout the balloon making it want to pop. Squeeze from the bottom, finger on the knot, relax pressure, and the knot sinks down about 2/3 of the way. Reach up from the bottom, meet at that last 1/3 of the way, grab the knot, remove your finger, twist, and we'll tie a scrap around. Like so, and I have another one already made. Now if you want, you can put a little hub in the middle of the wheel, like on this race car. The center of the wheel. Looks a little bit better, but it takes a little bit longer. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, so you have your 5-inch round black balloon, roll the knot so there's some squish. We have a tip of a gray or a chrome silver or whatever color you want in the center. If you do the thing where you offset the spoiler and maybe the front of the car with a different color, you can match the center of the wheels, and that kind of ties all the colors together. That's a pretty cool look. So tie that round piece on there, leaving a little stringy bit. And now squeeze the 5-inch round from the bottom so that the neck fills up with some of that tension. Put your finger on the knots of the balloons and release the tension from the bottom hand as you let the knot sink into the 5-inch round balloon. Good. It's down about 2/3 of the way. I'm going to go up 1/3 of the way, grab the knot, remove your finger, twist around 2 or 3 times, secure with the scrap. And you have a little balloon in the middle that looks more like a tire. Whichever way you decide to go, it's all good. It's your choice. So we're going to take that scrap bit from the inside and attach that to one of the pinch twists in the back. Same with the other tire. Okay, that's all 4 tires. As you can see, the pinch twist is flat up against the body of the car, so everything balances out perfectly. Okay, we've got all 4 wheels. Now, the spoiler. Using dark green so you can tell it apart from the rest of the body of the car. I'm going to tie the knot end into one of the pinch twists on the back. From the back, we're going to go up about 3 inches, twist off a bubble to make a pinch twist. I don't want the spoiler just to go up, over, and down and just be a square. I want to give it some like wings on the side, so I'll make a loop on each side, so small loop. Now at this part, I'm making the bubble of the spoiler a little bit longer than the bubble of the top of the car that runs parallel to it, so that it flares out just a bit. Just adds a little to the overall aesthetic. About there, if you can see how much longer that is. And then a pinch twist. Another loop like that side. And then back down. Discard the rest, or if you want, you can actually puff inflate and add a stripe down each side. Totally up to you. Okay, all we have left is the driver and the windshield. Windshield is super simple. We'll use that piece of a clear 260. Attach the knot to one of the pinch twists in the front. determine how big you want the windshield to be, and then twist to the other pinch twist on the opposite side of the front of the car. Might not show up on video as well, but it looks a lot better in person. And now we add the race car driver, and since we used the Ninja as the race car driver in the first one, we'll use a different print this time around. I happen to have a lot of these leftover Halloween prints, so this will be a mummy. Why not? It just jams right in the middle in that empty space in the middle of the race car, and you twist it any pinch twist you want. So there you are, you have your race car. You can use the Ninja prints or any leftover prints you have, or make like a little Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, make Mario Kart. Who am I to tell you what to do? You're the artist. Make some art. In fact, grab some Sharpies too, and you can put like the racing numbers and little stickers for the sponsors, or whatever. Happy birthday! I guess the number of the car could be the number of the age of a birthday person, or not. Hey, it's up to you.